Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Will everyone who is able please rise to the for the national anthem? Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2026 commencement exercises for the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. What a beautiful day to celebrate your graduation, to celebrate the graduations of our students here at the home of the 2026 National Basketball Champions. Today we salute each graduate's decision to go forward in a career that will touch and improve the health and lives of thousands of people through your work as practicing dentists, hygienists, researchers, and educators. We admire the strength it took for you to make this commitment, then to follow through with the challenging educational path to reach your graduation today. Class of 2026, congratulations. You made it. You made it, guys. We must also acknowledge the many ways our graduates were supported by their parents, siblings, spouses, children, extended family, and friends in the years before and during dental school. We applaud each one of you as well. Last year, we celebrated the 150th anniversary of our school. Today, our 2026 graduates join the thousands who have contributed to our school's legacy of excellence for a century and a half. That history of success has continued decade after decade because our school does not rest on its laurels. It moves forward, just as you will move forward after your graduation celebration today. Our school must continue to adapt to the constant change in nearly every aspect of dentistry and research. As such, we inaugurated our state-of-the-art Digital Dentistry Center last October. We are moving to a new cutting-edge electronic health record and to a new predoctoral clinical teaching model later this year, and we'll be renovating our SIM lab next summer. We need to continue to push boundaries and keep moving forward to continue to provide the best education for our students and the best care for our patients. It would be tempting for our graduates today, as today you receive your diplomas from one of the world's best schools, to think that the hard work is done. Well, let me tell you that this is certainly not the case. This is just the beginning. People all around the country and the world are depending on you, your skills, your knowledge to meet their needs out there, particularly in small rural towns and underserved areas, also called dental deserts, as for example our own Upper Peninsula here in the state of Michigan. There is also much need in the cities where many do not have dental insurance and do not receive appropriate dental care. We have prepared you in the classroom and the clinics for the wide range and often complex dental procedures you'll face. By mastering this challenging course of professional study, you have proven that you possess the knowledge, the technical skills, and most importantly, the compassion and the ability to make the human connections essential to the practice of dentistry and dental hygiene. We have also encouraged you to think independently, embrace different viewpoints, and develop alternative strategies for the problems you encounter. You have impressed us here while meeting these many challenging requirements, and we know that you will impress those you meet as you move forward with your commitment to provide exceptional care and to serve your communities. We cannot wait to see your achievements during the rest of your life's journeys. We will always be here cheering for you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Congratulations. Good job. And now we have several honored guests I would like to introduce. First, I'm happy to introduce the former dean of our school, Dr. Lori McCauley, who now serves as the provost and executive vice president for academic affairs for the University of Michigan. Dr. McCauley is the William K. and Mary Ann J. Najar Professor of Periodontics at the Dental School and Professor of Pathology at the Medical School. Lori continues to lead a very active research laboratory at our school too. During the 9 years she served as our dean, Dr. McCauley worked very hard to reduce student debt. She oversaw a major expansion and renovation of our school and was a tireless advocate for making the School of Dentistry a welcoming place for all students, faculty, and staff. As provost, Lori has done a superb job leading the academic and financial missions of our university in very, very challenging times. We are very fortunate to have Lori as our provost. Please help me welcome Dr. Lori McCauley.
Thank you, Dean Noor, Jacques, if I may, not just for that great introduction, but for your exemplary leadership of our School of Dentistry. The compassion and rigor that you bring to your leadership is evident across the culture of the school. Thank you. I would also like to thank the many faculty, staff, and mentors who have brought our graduates to this moment. Days like this celebrate the achievements of our students, but they also carry the imprint of a whole community. Graduates, you have completed what is without question one of the most rigorous programs on this campus. That rigor takes a particular shape in dentistry. It begins with a deep scientific foundation, an understanding of the body and its interconnected systems. Your training must include developing an eye for the many manifestations of disease and the approaches to prevent and treat them. Am I stressing the rigor of this training to impress your friends and family here today? Well, perhaps, but I'm not exaggerating. You have become detectives of pathology in a small, dark, unforgiving, and precious area of the human body. And that is only part of your training. You've also had to master the technical. You have developed skills that demand repetition, precision, and patience on par with a concert pianist, but in a much smaller sphere. You've done this to prepare for a professional life where success is often measured by tenths of a millimeter. And layered across these incredible demands is the most mysterious and perhaps challenging skill set of all. You've learned to navigate the complexities of human behavior. Your training has included understanding and serving patients as three-dimensional people. They will come to you with their own stories. They will arrive full of fear, hope, and everything in between from every walk of life. Despite the challenges of the vocation you've chosen, I imagine most of you are more excited than anxious as you look toward the future. One reason may be that your work is so complicated and so essential that you certainly don't need to worry about being replaced by artificial intelligence. But I imagine you're excited because you know you have the tools to succeed. You have the intellect, the skills, and emotional dexterity to handle whatever lays over the horizon. Because as of today, you are graduates of this top dental school, one that is scientifically steadfast, technologically advanced, and deeply caring. Congratulations, graduates, and go blue.
Thank you, Lori, for sharing your wisdom with our graduates. And thank you also for all you do for the university, and we certainly appreciate all you do for the school. Thank you. Also with us today is Dr. Melanie Mayberry, President of the Michigan Dental Association. Dr. Mayberry from Rochester Hills is a clinical professor and Division Director of Practice Essentials and Interprofessional Education at the University of Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry. She's a graduate from Meharry Medical College School of Dentistry and the University of Michigan General Practice and Hospital Dentistry Residency. Dr. Mayberry earned a master's degree in healthcare management from Harvard. She's a fellow of the Academy of General Dentistry, Pierre Fouchard Academy, American College of Dentists, International College of Dentists, and a distinguished fellow of the National Academies of Practice. Dr. Mayberry, please stand and be recognized. We also welcome today a representative of the Michigan Dental Hygienists Association and one of our alumni, Ms. Elizabeth Pitts. Elizabeth earned a Bachelor's of Science and a Master's of Science in Dental Hygiene here at our dental school in 2012 and 2017, respectively. Her focus is on clinical research, public health, academia, and clinical practice. She recently completed her second term as the president of the State Dental Hygienists Association. Elizabeth, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. The University of Michigan allows for each school and college to conduct individual ceremonies for its graduates. The School of Dentistry has conducted a separate event for many years, and today we are conducting the official conferment of degrees by the university. Historically, it is the faculty who are presenting the graduates to the university, and it is they who have made the determination that the dental and dental hygiene classes of 2026 are well prepared to enter the professions of dentistry and dental hygiene. Today, we will also confer a Master's of Science degree and one Doctor of Philosophy degree in Oral Health Sciences to candidates who have completed their training. With me on stage are members of our faculty who have taught and mentored our graduates every step of the way to this day. I will introduce the faculty in groups. I'll ask them to stand when recognized and remain standing until all faculty introductions are complete. First, it is the Executive Committee, our elected governing body of the faculty. Please stand. Next is the dental school leadership teams, deans, directors, and department chairs. Please stand. Next, our emeritus faculty. And finally, I would ask all the remaining members of our governing faculty, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you. We are very pleased to welcome today Dr. Teresa Dolan as our 2026 Commencement keynote speaker. Dr. Dolan is a clinical advisor and former chief dental officer at Overjet, a global leader in dental artificial intelligence. She previously served as Dentsply Sirona chief clinical officer, leading the global clinical affairs function. A professor and dean emeritus at the University of Florida College of Dentistry, Dr. Dolan served as dean and chief academic officer from 2023 until 2013. She is recognized for her contributions to dental public health and geriatric dentistry, and as a champion for diversity and women in dentistry. Dr. Dolan earned her DDS degree from the University of Texas and an MPH degree from the University of California, Los Angeles. She was a Robert Wood Johnson Foundation Dental Health Services Research Scholar, completed a Veterans Administration Fellowship in Geriatric Dentistry, and is board certified in dental public health. Dr. Dolan is a member and past president of the Santa Fe Group, a national think tank that has been instrumental as a communicator and catalyst on critical issues such as oral cancer, dental education reform, children's oral health, and improving primary care access, and the importance of linking medical and dental health systems and expanding oral health care for seniors. Dr. Dolan is also past president of the American College of Dentists and the American College of Dentists Foundation, and previously served on the board of directors of the ADA Foresight Institute and the Idea Guys Foundation. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Teresa Dolan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Dean Noor, for that very kind and generous introduction. So Provost Macaulay, Dean Noor, distinguished faculty, proud family and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the University of Michigan School of Dentistry classes of 2026, what an incredible honor to celebrate with you here today, especially in this most magnificent space. Isn't it gorgeous? I have to tell you that being invited to speak at your commencement feels like a homecoming of sorts. My connection to Michigan goes back many years, and it's been one of the greatest privileges of my career. It started when I was first appointed as dean at the University of Florida. That was a terrifying and exhilarating moment, and I knew I needed some help. So the first person I called at that time was Dean Peter Polverini, who welcomed me onto the Ann Arbor campus, generously shared with me what it takes to lead the world's most finest dental school, and also he introduced me to his leadership team. And I have to say that mentorship was invaluable, and I am forever grateful. And then I had the pleasure of serving on then Dean Laurie Macaulay's advisory committee for several years and got to visit the campus at least twice a year. I got to experience the entire journey of the renovation of the dental school, from concept to fundraising to the major renovation of the dental building. And I have to say, the product is amazing, and I hope you really enjoy the benefits of learning in that amazing facility. And as I watched that transformation unfold, I also got to know many of the faculty, the staff, and students, and fell in love with Ann Arbor, and I hope you share that same love that I do. And most recently, I've had the opportunity to work with Dean Jacques Noor. Thank you for inviting me here today. And I've worked with him in lots of different capacities, but I do want to point out his leadership role in the American Association of Dental, Oral, and Craniofacial Research. And in fact, he was in Washington advocating on your behalf just yesterday in a very busy week because of his commitment to science and the profession of dentistry. And I'm very impressed by his commitment and the commitment of the entire faculty to ensure that University of Michigan remains this most highly ranked school in the world, which is incredible and no small task. I'll also say, as a proud University of Florida Gator, I'm very happy that we're in the SEC and you're in the Big Ten, and that means we don't meet that often on the football and other playing fields. But when it comes to dental education, research, and innovation, I've always had nothing but the deepest respect and admiration for Michigan. So go blue. So standing here today in this magnificent and this historic institution, it means a great deal to me personally and to all of the graduates of the different programs at UM. Look at what you've accomplished. You've made it through Michigan. You've survived exams, clinical rotations. You've probably survived on more coffee than is medically advisable. You've earned the right to be here, and you and your families and friends earn the right to be incredibly proud. So let's give them another round of applause. And now I'm going to ask you to think back quickly about something maybe you haven't thought about for a while. What did you write in your various applications to the University of Michigan? I'm guessing you said something like, I want to help people, I want to make a difference, I want to combine science with the work of dental clinical work. Does that sound familiar? I know I wrote something like that back in 1978 when I applied to dental school. And I have to say that I had absolutely no idea that so many amazing doors would swing wide open, all because of my dental education and my amazing colleagues, mentors, family, and friends. So now fast forward 43 years, which is hard for me to believe, and dentistry has taken me on a journey that I could have never imagined. From residency to clinical practice, to becoming a dean, to working in the dental industry, and now in my current role in a dental AI technology startup. So I feel like I'm the grandmother of AI dental tech. But every phase was built on the one before it, and each one opened doors that I didn't even know existed. And that's the thing about dentistry. It's not just a profession, it's a platform. It's a platform for innovation, for leadership, and for solving some of healthcare's most challenging problems. And that brings me to something that makes Michigan truly special, something that should shape how you think about your careers moving forward. You've been trained at this amazing premier research institution. Michigan is a leader in basic science, understanding fundamental biology of oral diseases, craniofacial development, biomaterials, tissue engineering. But you've also seen how that basic science translates into applied research and clinical practice that solves real-world problems. And what's exciting is that these biggest breakthroughs happen at the intersections of those fields. When dentists and dental team members collaborate with engineers, when clinicians work alongside computer scientists, when oral health researchers partner with cardiologists and diabetes specialists and understand that oral systemic connection, and when academic researchers collaborate with industry to bring discoveries from the lab to the clinic to our patients. Michigan excels in this kind of interdisciplinary collaboration. You've witnessed it in your education, and now you get to be part of it. And that brings us to where we're here today, or where we're heading tomorrow. You're graduating at one of the most exciting moments in dental history. Artificial intelligence isn't just coming to dentistry, it's here already. And you are the generation that will determine how to use it to advance scientific discovery and patient care. Michigan has been at the forefront of AI research in dentistry, not just developing algorithms, but asking important questions. How do we validate those tools? How do we ensure that it works across diverse populations? How do we use AI not just to detect disease, but to understand disease mechanisms and prevention strategies? But right now, today, AI can do lots of things for us. It can analyze radiographs with remarkable accuracy, detect disease, bone levels that might be missed by the human eye, especially when we're tired at the end of the day. But the technology does not replace your clinical judgment. Instead, it amplifies it. It gives you that second set of eyes to help you catch problems earlier, understand, provides objective data that you can share with your patients and help them understand their treatment need. And that's what it means for patient care. You can show them what an early lesion looks like on an X-ray. AI can quantify it, it can track it over time, it can help you and your patient make better informed decisions and when to appropriately intervene. And it's not just technology for technology's sake, it's using AI to do what we've always wanted to do, provide better care and more preventive care. And beyond clinical applications, think about what AI means for research and discovery. Large data sets that would take researchers years to analyze can now reveal patterns that we didn't even know existed. It can help us understand why some patients are more susceptible and prone to periodontal disease, or how the oral microbiome influences systemic health, or which biomaterial modifications will improve implant success. And as a public health dentist, I have to comment that I think AI can also help solve the access crisis in dentistry. You all know the statistics. Millions of Americans don't have access to dental care. It's not because dentists and scientists and dental team members don't care. It's because we simply don't have enough clinicians in the right places, or too many people lack insurance coverage, or just can't afford the care. So innovations like telehealth combined with AI augmented diagnostics can help us bridge that gap. And imagine a community health worker in a rural area or an underserved urban neighborhood equipped with intraoral cameras and AI-powered diagnostic tools. They can screen populations, identify urgent needs, triage patients, and help connect them to care. And you, as dental team members, can review those cases remotely, provide guidance, focus your in-person time on patients who need in-person treatment. And this isn't science fiction, it's happening today. And this model doesn't diminish your role, it actually elevates it. You become the leader of an interprofessional care team, extending your reach far beyond the impact that you could do alone in a traditional practice. And I also have to caution that with this power comes real responsibility. As you know, AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used well or it can be used poorly. It can help expand access to care, or it could create maybe new barriers. It can reduce disparities, or unfortunately maybe widen them, depending on who has access to the technology and who doesn't. And so your job is to continue to ask those hard questions. Is this AI validated? Is it accurate across different patient populations? Does it work equally well on all skin tones, ages, and anatomies? And who benefits from the technology and who might be left behind? And so here's where your Michigan training becomes invaluable. You've been taught to think critically, to question assumptions, and to look at the evidence. And so whether you go into private practice, academics, public health, or industry, you have the scientific foundation to evaluate these new technologies, contribute to the research that validates them, and advocate for their professional use. And some of you will pursue research careers and continue to ask those fundamental questions about disease mechanisms and testing new interventions. Some of you will practice clinically and participate in maybe practice-based research networks and translate discoveries into real-world applications. Some of you will move between academics and industry and ensure that commercial innovations will really help solve real-world problems and help people. And all of these paths matter, and all of them contribute to advancing our field and improving patient care. So, Michigan grads, you understand the science and art of dentistry. Now it's time to add one more dimension, leading and shaping how scientific discovery, technical innovation, and interdisciplinary collaboration serve patients and advance health equity. So, as I close my remarks, I of course have to offer you a challenge, class of 2026. So when someone asks you, what do you do? Never say, I'm just a dentist, I'm just a hygienist, I'm just a scientist. You're not just anything, you are a Michigan grad. You're a healthcare professional, you're a scientist, you're a dental team member, you're a dental hygienist, and you can do so many important things. Contribute to scientific discovery and evidence-based practice, collaborate across disciplines to solve complex health problems, harness emerging technologies like AI to provide better, more accessible care, advocate for policies that ensure that everyone, not just the privileged few, have access to oral health care, and bridge that gap between research and practice, bringing new knowledge to patients. The annual cost of oral diseases in this country is $140 billion. And most of that burden falls on communities that can least afford it. Kids who miss school, adults losing productivity, emergency room visits for dental pain that could have been prevented with routine care. So you have the tools, the training, and the scientific foundation to use emerging technologies to change all that. 42 years ago when I walked across a stage like this, I have to say it wasn't such an impressive arena, but it was still a critical day in my life. I thought I knew what my career would look like. And I was completely wrong, and I'm really grateful for that. The profession I entered was very different than the one you're entering today, but one thing has not changed: the fundamental privilege and responsibility of being a healthcare professional, of being someone that people trust with their health, their pain, their fears, and their smiles. Throughout my years visiting this campus, what always impressed me most were not just the beautiful facilities and the rankings, but it was the people. The faculty who are pushing the boundaries of knowledge, the students who are hungry to serve and learn, and the commitment to both scientific excellence and compassionate care that permeates everything Michigan does. And now you get to carry that legacy forward. So in 5, 10, 20 years from now, when you look back on today, I hope you'll remember this moment not just as the day you became a dental professional and scientist, but the day you committed to be part of the solution of healthcare's biggest challenges through excellent clinical care, research, discovery, collaboration, and innovation. Our world needs you, not just as dentists and scientists and dental hygienists, but as scientists, clinicians, as healthcare leaders, as innovators, and as advocates. You've been trained at Michigan, the best of the best. You've got the skills, the scientific foundation, the collaborative mindset, and now you can access those tools that previous generations could only dream of. So please, go out and use them. Be bold, be innovative, be compassionate, stay curious, keep learning, keep discovering, and class of 2026, work together to change the world. Thank you for letting me be part of your celebration, and go blue. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry, for all that you do for dentistry and for your advice to our graduates. Thank you. I now wish to introduce Brooklyn Rochelle. She is the president of the dental hygiene class of 2026. In this role, Brooklyn distinguished herself as a thoughtful, professional, and highly effective liaison between students and faculty, known for her clear communication, steadiness, and a genuine eagerness to help others. Brooklyn also served on the Honor Council and is a student member of the American Dental Hygienists Association. We are grateful for her leadership and service, and we congratulate her on her accomplishments. Please welcome Brooklyn as she addresses the class of 2026 and presents the Dental Hygiene Faculty Outstanding Teaching Award. Brooklyn.
Thank you, Dean Knorr, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, proud families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as the president of the dental hygiene class and to represent not only my classmates, but all of us who have walked this journey together to dental hygienists, dentists, and dental specialists. Today is a celebration of hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and growth. We all came from different backgrounds with different goals and stories, but we were united under one thing, a calling to care for others. Somewhere between orientation in this moment, that calling was tested by exams, competencies, boards, CEUs, clinic requirements, early mornings, and long nights. And the constant reminder that in healthcare, excellence is not optional. To start, I extend my deepest gratitude to our families, partners, siblings, friends, faculty, who have all supported us through every challenge, late night, and moment of doubt. To our staff and faculty, thank you for your unwavering patience, countless clinic checks, and patient scheduling. You taught us far more than classifications, treatment planning, pharmacology, or hand skills. You taught us professionalism and empathy. You taught us what it means to stay calm under pressure and how to be compassionate when the days are hard. You modeled what it looks like to lead with both excellence and humility. And those are lessons we will carry with us onto every operatory, clinic, and community we serve. To our families and friends, thank you for the prayers, the patience, the late night encouragement, the meals, the childcare, the emotional support, and the understanding when school had to come first. This degree does not belong to us alone, but it belongs to everyone who helped carry us here. For me personally, and maybe some of you, faith has also played a central role in this journey. There are moments when exhaustion was heavy, when fear was creeping in, and when the finish line felt far away. In those moments, God provided strength, peace, and direction. I am deeply grateful for his provision, his grace, and the reminder that our purpose is always bigger than our pressure. No matter where your faith journey lies, I believe many of us learned here that success is not achieved alone. Together, we learned the values of grace, teamwork, and service. We learned that yes, competence matters, but character matters more. Servant leadership means using our skills and authority to elevate others. It is something we've come to understand deeply throughout our time here. At the University of Michigan, we often hear the phrase, leaders and best. At first, it may sound like a title of achievement, but over time, we realize it's actually a call to action. It's a standard, not just of excellence, but of service. To be a true leader in healthcare is not about recognition, status, or authority. It's about putting others before yourself. It's about showing up for your patients with humility, compassion, and a willingness to serve, even on the hardest days. It means using our skills not just to treat conditions, but to care for people. We have all experienced this firsthand in our clinics at the school, at our rotation sites, and some of us with global trips to support oral health care in areas of need in places like Kenya, Honduras, or Brazil. For me, a dental mission trip to Guatemala helped me realize my call to action, and that dentistry is not just about teeth, but dignity. On this trip, fellow students and I worked out of a clinic in San Raimundo, providing exams, restorations, extractions, and dental cleanings. Word spread by mouth that we would be working out of this clinic, and people traveled hours and arrived at 4 a.m. in the morning just to be seen for care, even if it meant we wouldn't be able to see them until later in the afternoon or even the next day. Here we saw patients who had never received care before and learned what it truly means to serve without expectation. Experiences like these and experiences we've had around the school remind us that being leaders and best is not about recognition, but about responsibility. The responsibility to use our knowledge and skills to serve others. The idea of servant leadership is also deeply rooted in my faith. Reflecting on Matthew 23:11, that says, "The greatest among you will be your servant." It is a simple but powerful truth that leadership is not defined by position, but how we serve others. Whether through faith, personal values, or lived experiences, this principle calls us to humbly lead, serve with intention, and put others first. That said, being servant leaders to our patients and colleagues means humbling ourselves to allow others to feel heard, respected, and cared for. As we step into private practices, community clinics, and specialty offices, the pace will be real. Schedules will be full. There will be days when we are running behind, when the waiting room is full, and when we feel pulled in multiple directions. To humbly serve our colleagues, we can ask the front desk if they need help when our patient no-shows. We can take out the trash from our own operatories. We can thank our assistants and mean it. To humbly serve our patients, we can choose to slow down. We can choose to make eye contact, and we can choose to listen. Patients may not remember every instruction we give or every procedure we perform, but they will always remember how we made them feel. As we move forward in our careers, let us carry that mindset with us. Let us lead not for recognition, but for impact. Let us strive not only to be the best, but to serve in a way that truly reflects in what it means to be leaders in ways that go far beyond teeth. Let us be providers who listen, let us be clinicians who educate, and let us be professionals who advocate. Let us be leaders who serve with integrity and compassion. Class of 2026, we did not just earn degrees, we earned the responsibility to serve humbly as the leaders and best. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you, and forever, go blue. And now it is my honor to recognize someone who modeled this same service and excellence. I would like to warmly welcome clinical instructor, Ms. Sherry Duff-Saka. I am beyond grateful to be able to introduce her as the recipient of the Dental Hygiene Faculty Award. Ms. Duff has guided us through sim lab, clinic, classroom lectures in oral pathology, periodontics 1, 2, and 3 from our very first semester to the last. We are so thankful to learn from her and truly inspired by her compassion, patience, and guidance. Let's welcome her to the podium.
Thank you, Brooklyn, for your kind remarks and leadership. Dental Hygiene Class of 2026, dental school graduates, university administration, faculty, family, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, I too welcome you to this year's graduation ceremony. I am deeply honored to have been chosen by this year's dental hygiene class as their most appreciated faculty member. Although I have received various awards through the years, nothing compares to being recognized by one's own students, and I thank you for this wonderful privilege to address you today. I personally walked across this stage 46 years ago. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined still being here today. I find it difficult to put into words what this moment truly means, not just for you, but for all of us who've had the privilege of watching you grow into the professionals you are today. When you first walked into this program, you carried more than backpacks and laptops. You brought uncertainty, ambition, quiet determination, and for some of you, a question you didn't always say out loud: can I really do this? And now, here you are answering that question in the most powerful way possible. Yes, you did. But what makes this moment so meaningful, it's not simply that you completed a rigorous program, it is how you did it. I've watched you persist through long clinic days, moments of self-doubt, and the pressure of mastering something that requires both precision and compassion at the same time. You learn not just to perform procedures, but to care for real people with fears, stories, and vulnerabilities that do not appear in a textbook, and that is where your true education happened. Being a dental professional has never been just about instrumentation or technique. It is about the quiet responsibility of being invited into someone's personal space and personal story. It is about recognizing that behind every patient is a human being who sometimes desperately is hoping that you treat them with dignity. You have done that. I have seen it. I have also witnessed you slow down when it would have been easier to rush. I've seen you choose kindness when you were tired. I've seen you hold yourself to a higher standard, not because someone was grading you, but because you knew it mattered. Thank you for trusting me as your faculty member in difficult classes, even when I challenged you. Thank you for supporting one another in ways that turn classmates into colleagues and colleagues into something closer to family. I want the class of 2026 to know that you have also taught me. You have reminded me why I chose this profession. You brought fresh perspective, resilience, and energy to my classes. In many ways, your journey has renewed my own sense of purpose. As my career slowly comes to an end, yours is just beginning. There is a sense of peace in knowing that wonderful graduates, like all of you, will someday walk the same path I have. As you leave here, you will carry clinical skills, knowledge, and credentials, but what will truly define you is something less visible. The way you make people feel, the way you made me feel, respected at every turn, and I thank you. Years from now, your patients will not remember every detail of what you did, but they will remember whether they felt respected, heard, and cared for. That is your lasting impact. Receiving this award makes me proud to know that this was my lasting impact for you. And as graduates of the University of Michigan School of Dentistry, you carry something more than a degree. You carry a legacy of excellence, yes, but also one of leadership, integrity, and service. This institution has challenged you to think critically, act ethically, and hold yourself to a standard that reaches beyond competence towards compassion. Wherever you go, you represent not only your hard work, but also a tradition that expects you to make a difference in the lives of others. And whatever path you take, you know this: you will always be part of this community. We will be cheering for you, proud of you, and grateful that we had the chance to be a small part of your personal journey. So go forward with confidence, but also with humility. Continue to learn, continue to listen, continue to care deeply, even when it would be easier not to, because that is what will set all of you apart, not just as clinicians, but as human beings. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you for who you are, for what you have accomplished, and for the difference you are all about to make. From teaching you in your very first instrumentation class on campus to your very last periodontology final exam, I will miss each and every one of you. I will leave you with this thought. The work you do may happen in very small spaces, one patient at a time, but its impact is carried into the world in every smile that leaves your chair. I love you all. Go Blue.
Thank you, Brooklyn, and congratulations, Mrs. Duff. I would now like to introduce the president of the dental senior class, Javier Sowers Bonamigo. Javier has served as president of his DDS class for the past 4 years with remarkable heart, wisdom, and dedication. He has taken time to listen, to support, and to advocate for every member of his class. Javier has embodied a deep commitment to academic excellence, professionalism, and a meaningful community engagement, all while uplifting those around him. As president, he thoughtfully guided the class executive board and representatives, fostering a culture grounded in kindness, collaboration, and mutual respect. Please join me in welcoming Javier, who is soon to be a new father, right? Javier will now address the graduates and present the Dr. Gibbons Dental Faculty Award.
Thank you, thank you. First and foremost, all glory and honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here right now. Welcome everyone, thank you for being here. So I've had the privilege of being the class president for the past 4 years, and I promise you, it sounds more impressive than it is. After the first year, after all my classmates saw everything I had to deal with, they basically told me I could have the position. So I ran unopposed for the next 3, so that's how you get here. So at this point, I picked up a few gray hairs, about 25 pounds, and I have a child on the way, so I've definitely aged a little bit. So thank you. So I want to thank you all for the sacrifices that you've made to ensure your loved one has been able to make it to this point and graduate from such a prestigious institution. This is just as much your accomplishment as it is ours. Additionally, thank you to all the faculty, staff, administration, and everyone that has shaped our journey throughout this once-in-a-lifetime experience. And I want to give a quick thank you to my family for all the sacrifices that you've made, and my beautiful wife, Heather, is 8 months pregnant up there. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without her. I wouldn't be the man I am. I wouldn't have the success I've had. She left undergrads with me and transferred at the drop of a hat when we were dating for a year or two, never questioned my ambitions, my goals, and always pushed me. So I love you more than anything. Thank you. So say a prayer for her, because she's going to have myself and a mini-me running around the house here soon. So. Class of 2026, what a ride it's been. Hundreds of tests and exams, practicals, boards, friendships, patience, challenges, and through it all, growth. We all come from different backgrounds and stories. I've had the unique perspective of being class president and being able to get to know you all on a deeper level. A class of brilliant individuals, all coming together, wanting to become a little bit better every day. That's something I stress in our careers moving forward. Never settle into complacency. Yeah, we made it this far, but why stop now? Dental school has made me realize that life is all about perspective. When we were studying hours upon hours for 6 exams in a week, I tried reminding myself what a privilege it is to be here. What a privilege it is to be trusted. What a privilege it is to pursue a career that so many people never get the opportunity to consider. So why not go all in every aspect of life? In the grand scheme of things, we're on a floating rock in the middle of space. Why not be the absolute best you can be in everything that you do? Not just in dentistry, but in the conversations you have, the people that you meet, the lives that you touch, and the family that you grow. Life is short, it's beautiful, it has its ups and downs, just like dental school. However, you made it through this, so I have full confidence you can make it anything that you want. Think about how far we've come. We started in sim lab, drilling on plastic teeth, having no clue what we were doing. Then came our first injections on each other, walking out, not being able to feel anything on our face. And before we knew it, we were doing it all on real patients. Dental school was all about firsts. First failures, first crowns, first fillings. Or the time when you just started clinic and your patient would jokingly say, "At least this isn't your first filling." And you like whisper, "Technically not." This journey has challenged us beyond what we could imagine 4 years ago. When times were tough, we leaned on one another, we put our heads down and excelled through it. And that's what makes this moment so special, overcoming constant adversity. Realizing the privilege we have to be trusted by our thousands of future patients, we have the opportunity to heal others, show compassion, show kindness, which is something the world needs now more than ever. It was never easy, because if it was, everyone would do it. And I really thought about the message that I wanted to share today It's one that you could hold on to, and it's simple. Leave everything better than you found it. And it sounds straightforward, but it takes work, it takes intention. Don't just leave a tooth better than you found it, leave the person better. Leave a conversation better than you found it. Leave a place better than you found it. Be intentional in every single aspect of your life, and you will reap the rewards. I can say without a doubt that each of you and your impact on me has left me better than you found me, and I hope that you'd be able to say the same. Dental school in many ways has felt a lot like high school again. Friendships, growth, late nights, sports events, and lifelong memories. And now we're all heading on different paths all across the country. I've met some of my best friends here, friends that are going to Alaska, Arizona, California, Texas, Montana, and beyond. But wherever we go, we take a piece of this place and each other with us, leaving lasting impacts on those future communities. Again, leave it better than you found it. And yes, I was going to say something about our Big Ten rivals, Little Bro out in East Lansing, that team down in Columbus, but I'll let our 2 national championships in the past 3 years speak for themselves. In all seriousness, thank you for trusting me to lead our class. It truly has been the honor of a lifetime. I know that each of you will be great in whatever you do. I've seen it over the past 4 years, and will continue to see it for years to come. When life gets tough, as it will, remember you made it through all this when at times you thought you couldn't. Life is short, so be more than great in the time that you have. Wherever life takes you, leave it better than you found it, and forever go blue. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I have the honor to introduce this year's recipient of the Dr. Paul Gibbons Award, selected by our D4 class, Dr. Sarah Tamaka. From our earliest days in SimLab to guiding us and delivering excellent patient care in clinic, she has been a constant and reassuring presence for so many. She has treated us as future colleagues, always leading by example with respect, empathy, and a genuine investment in our growth as both clinicians and individuals. Dr. Tamaka's passion for service and her unwavering commitment to serving the underserved have been a true inspiration to our class and what we should strive to be as dental professionals. It has been a pleasure to get to know her and work with her over our time here. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sarah Tamaka.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and the class of 2026. I'm honored to stand before you today and wish you all well in your future journeys. I can't believe that it's been 4 years since we started this journey together. Those of you who do not know, I was a first-year faculty member when you all were D1s. It has been quite a ride for all of us, some of us calling it the best 4 years, some of us calling it the worst 4 years, and still some calling it a hot dumpster fire. While my sentiments trend more towards the best 4 years rather than the dumpster fire, I do remember starting as a faculty member. I was placed into SimLab on my first day, and it was the first day of waxing. While most of my day consisted of consoling you all who believed that waxing determined your fate, I was very happy that it was actually just waxing because I hadn't looked at a dental anatomy book for 11 years. Little did you know, when you were learning dental anatomy, I was learning too about the nuances of dental anatomy again and how to convey it to you all. While I hope that I eventually taught you all a good amount, I also learned a lot of new things in your 4 years, even as a faculty member. Words like mid, sus, and riz. There were many memes that I pretended to understand, and don't even get me started on fashion. In all seriousness, though, I hope that if nothing else, you take away one thing from dental school: how to be kind. Above all else, people will forget what you said, forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Sometimes patient-centered care is just listening to a patient that day. You may be the only person who talks to them that day. Sometimes patient-centered care is just a gentle touch on the shoulder for a patient who's anxious. Remember the people like Teresa, who always has a smile and encouraging word. Remember how Dr. Gomez was always patient with you, even when you knew you messed up. And whether it was Chancellor Mitchell or Bryce Coleman, constantly volunteering their time to go to Detroit and hand out dental supplies, or Charlotte Borland, Evans Brown, or Erica Danella going to Jackson to help the unhoused. I see examples of kindness everywhere in your class. All the time in the world, practicing your crown preps and endo techniques will not get you anywhere if you're not cognizant of others. While dental schools hold technical skills in high regard, you will ultimately be the most successful provider and human by putting others first. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I am so proud of you and your accomplishments and path forward. Please come back to visit. And thank you, good luck, and forever go blue.
Thank you, Javier, and congratulations, Sarah. We have now reached the time to formally honor our graduates. Now it's the time. Now it's your time. Dr. Yuji Mishina, Director of the Oral Health Sciences PhD program, will announce the candidate for the PhD degree in Oral Health Sciences from the Rackham Graduate School. Dr. Mishina, please come to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'd like to introduce our candidate for the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences, Dr. Marsha K. Hutchinson. Okay. Dr. Hutchinson, please rise. Thank you. Okay, Dr. Hutchinson was admitted to the Doctor of Dental Surgery and the Oral Health Science PhD program in 2018 to pursue the dual DDS doctorate degree training, which is the most challenging program in the world. Okay. And she has received several awards and distinctions, including the National Dental Association Foundation Audacity to Dream Research Scholar Awards. Sounds very prestigious. Okay. And our Rackham Merit Fellowship. So she successfully defended her dissertation towards precision oncology, okay, identification and validation of the predictive markers of treatment responses. Okay. That's a very innovative research to contribute to cancer research, okay, on March 31st of this term. Okay. She has completed all requirements from the Rackham Graduate School for the Doctors of Philosophy in Oral Health Sciences. Congratulations, Dr. Hutchinson, on these well-deserved recognitions. So then, hooding Dr. Hutchinson today is Dr. Nisha Da Silva, her dissertation advisor, Donald A. Kerr, endowed collegiate professor in oral pathology in the Department of Periodontics and Oral Medicine. Okay, so please go to.
Well, I congratulate and recognize Dr. Marsha K. Hutchinson for her achievements, and also want to congratulate her family for sticking with her during these tough times. Congratulations, Marsha. The first few pages of the commencement program contain the names of candidates for the Masters of Science degree from the Rackham School of Graduate Studies. These are dentists doing their residency programs, dental hygienists, and scholars who have been working with dental school faculty for 1 to 3 years. Some of these students had their degrees conferred last week. Others will receive their degrees later this summer. At this time, we wish to recognize the hard work by both the students and their faculty advisors. And now, Dr. Carlos Gonzalez, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, will announce the recipients of the Masters of Science degrees. I might just add that it's perfectly fine now for family, friends, and all of you to be noisy and to recognize and clearly demonstrate your congratulations, and perhaps for some of you some sense of relief to your graduates. Carlos.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the honor of reading the names of the graduating students. Our first one, Alexis Adair. Sukaina Aldandan. Dr. Abdul Malek Al-Gaban. Dr. Ahmed Youssef Al-Qadir. Dr. Al-Joha Al-Sheduki. Isabella Balsa. Kimberly Campbell. Dr. Bruno Cavalcanti. Kwang Yu Chu. Claire Michelle Davis. Dr. David Goziotis Dunbar. Dr. Abdul Karim Elias. Dr. Salma El Sadani. Dr. Wendy Fernandez. Dr. Karim Gishan. Dr. Angeline Harville. Dr. Tay Huang. Dr. Abdul Mohsen Eben Shamsa. Dr. Thomas Lee Kwong. Dr. Jaden Lee. Mansi Limbu. Dr. Kevin Liu. Dr. Wen Liu. Dr. Yilan Miao. Dr. Fatma Muhammad. Dr. Rawan Mohsen. Dr. Jansen Ng. Dr. Jae-hee Park. Elizabeth Lithium Perkins. Rita Rich. Dr. Hamoon Sabri. Dr. Isaiah Sampson. Dr. Alexandra Kalabat Sema. Dr. Herschel Ungar. Dr. Marilia Sayako Yatabe Yoshida. Dr. Milan Young. Dr. Ambreen Youssef. Razim Zaman. Congratulations, graduates.
It's now time to award degrees to the 2026 dental hygiene class. Jennifer Cullen, Director of Dental Hygiene, will present the class. Professor Cullen, please come to the podium.
Miriam Balouche. Jaden Marie Baddick. Ebony Lene Blunt. Amy Lynn Bulmer. Byron Richard Danny Carroll. Zensila Kuka. Holly Elizabeth Dunavant. Aaliyah Michelle Philman. Bryn Christine Green. Annabelle Rita Hayo. Stacy Keys. Arena Logvinovich. Ella Reina Mackey. Morgan Elizabeth Malozer. Lanaya Danae Mitchell. Nerida Munoz Alvizo. Marissa Natoli. Grace Elizabeth Overmeyer. Shweta Patel. Tia Presnall. Brooklyn Joyce Rochelle. Hamdia Saeed. Christopher Sanchez Tomeo. Alicia Stallworth. Madison P. Stone. Isabella Claire Ulep Sulek. Katrina Ann Simmons. Kelly Torres. And Taruna Vakani.
An important feature of the school's graduation ceremony is the dental hygienist's pledge of commitment to their new profession. Class President Brooklyn Rochelle will lead the class in recognition or recitation of the Dental Hygiene Pledge, which is endorsed by the American Dental Hygienists Association.
Would the graduating dental hygiene class of 2026 please stand and recite the dental hygiene pledge along with me as printed in your bulletin. In my practice as a dental hygienist, I affirm my personal and professional commitment to improve the oral health of the public, to advocate the art and science of dental hygiene, and to promote high standards of quality care. I pledge continually to improve my professional knowledge and skills, to render a full measure of service to each patient entrusted to my care, and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal conduct in the interest of the dental hygiene profession and the public it serves. You may please be seated.
Thank you and congratulations to our new graduates. And now we award the degree of Doctor of Dental Surgery to the 2026 dental class and the 2026 ITDP class. The ceremony we are about to conduct involves two parts: the awarding of the diploma and the act of hooding by our faculty. Each new doctor receives a hood that symbolizes entry into the dental profession. The hooding ceremony will be conducted by two faculty, Dr. Suni Travan, Assistant Dean for Students, and Dr. Don Hayes, Director of our Comprehensive Care Program. In addition, alumni parents whose graduates are receiving their Doctor of Dental Surgery degrees today may also participate in the hooding portion of the ceremony. Dr. Carlos Gonzalez, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, will present the graduates.
Good afternoon again. Our first graduate then for the DDS program, Dr. Rafi Ahmed. Dr. Rama Al-Hawasli. Dr. Elena Ali. Dr. Philip Alcuri. Dr. Adil Aziz. Dr. Da Yong Beck. Dr. Laura Bassi. Dr. Christopher Becker. Dr. James Edward Bennett III. Dr. Geraldine Bergmeyer. Dr. Sonia Bakat. Dr. Varsha Prabhat Bhatt. Dr. Matthew Belkey. Dr. Jacob Michael Bomarido. Dr. Javier Alberto Sowers Bonamigo. Dr. Blake Bordeloff. Dr. Charlotte Ann Borland. Dr. Evans Brown. Dr. Parker Bondi. Dr. Madeleine Cardinal. Dr. Braden Cataldo. Dr. Sarah Miles Cothing. Dr. Amy Chang. Dr. Danitza Shalim. Dr. Mong Xuan Cheng. Dr. Anna Jun Chong. Dr. Eunice Choi. Dr. Siti Hargov. Dr. Bryce Coleman. Dr. Gregory Stafford Crump. Dr. Jill Daftery. Dr. Erica Danella. Dr. Jordan Isaiah DeVoe. Dr. Samantha Dial. Dr. Jonathan Anthony Doherty. Dr. Ayush Mukund Dubey. Dr. Gage Duncan. Dr. Alexandra Amy. Dr. Berham Eskinder. Dr. Monica Fan. Dr. Melo Fabella. Dr. Rohan Gade. Dr. Joshua Gale. Dr. Gayatri Galian. Dr. Anamika Gautam. Dr. Monica Dedi Metupali. Dr. Parth Gatalia. Dr. Jacob Gill. Dr. Meher Savant Akani. Dr. Kelsey Lee Gruber. Dr. Tushal Hawk. Dr. Vivian Harbour. Dr. Lara Harp. Dr. Diana Haas. Dr. Nina Shu. Dr. Shuesi Huang. Dr. Zara Hussein. Dr. Sahar Jalilian. Dr. Adam Jasserly. Dr. Emily Jang. Dr. Kritika Kamtam. Dr. Carmen Elise Kachi. Dr. Manpreet Kaur. Dr. Laurel Kassasian. Dr. Ibrahim Khan. Dr. Nikta Carey. Dr. Nathan Koo. Dr. J. Kim. Dr. Aisha Camille Kirk. Dr. Andrew Klump. Dr. Philip George Cruiser. Dr. Kaveri Krishna Murthy. Dr. Kennedy Kofner. Dr. Fatima Kurmasha. Dr. Matthew Lay. Dr. Justin Lee. Dr. Zachary Lee. Dr. Dan Yang Lee. Dr. Blake Madalena. Dr. Kylie Ling Mandigo. Dr. Hood Mashrak. Dr. Daniel Edward McGee, Jr. Dr. Ryan McLean. Dr. Brennan Joseph Metzler. Dr. Chancellor Mitchell. Dr. Caitlin Moore. Dr. Maya Morat. Dr. Maria Muchahan. Dr. Sarah Job Musgrove. Dr. Megan Parker. Dr. Deborah Pateki. Dr. Bridget Fong. Dr. Audrey Polk. Dr. Kathleen Tashnik. Dr. Abigail Puckett. Dr. Shraddha Ramna. Dr. Rayehe Rezvani Nejad. Dr. Zachary Ribschlager. Dr. Natalie Page Rivera. Dr. Adam Rahman. Dr. Marian Salgado Rojas. Dr. Kushbu Vishvesh. Dr. Madeline Shank. Dr. Sonali Sharma. Dr. Amin Shayan. Dr. Liao Shen. Dr. Xiaoyu Shi.
And very thoughtfully describes the responsibilities of being a dental profession. Dr. Bonamigo, please come to the podium.
The oath of aspiring dental professionals. Upon entering the honorable ranks of the dental community, I swear to uphold the following oath. I will work with my peers to establish an atmosphere of honesty and collegiality, thereby fostering collaborative learning. I will not let vanity or greed interfere with doing what is just and right. I will administer sound ethical judgment in the treatment of my patients. I will always be mindful that my patient is a human being. And with that in mind, seek the treatment options that promote my patient's total well-being. I will practice prevention and continue to learn the latest methods of treatment in order to give my patients the best possible care and confidence in my ability. I will have the courage to admit when I do not know and to defer when a better treatment has been presented. I believe that the practice of dentistry is a responsibility and a privilege. I vow to exemplify the highest standards of care and excellence. I will, at all times, act in an ethical manner and never abuse the privileges I have been granted. I will remember that I represent a noble class of skilled professionals, and I will never willingly tarnish their dignity. All right, class of 2026, if you could please stand and repeat each verse after me. We, the class of 2026, as members of the dental profession, shall keep this pledge and these stipulations. Yeah, you're good. Keep it going. You need me to repeat it? We, the class of 2026, as members of the dental profession, shall keep this pledge and these stipulations. We understand and accept that our primary responsibility is to our patients. And we shall dedicate ourselves to render to the best of our ability the highest standard of oral health care and to maintain a relationship of respect and confidence. Therefore, let us all come to a safe in the knowledge that their total health and well-being are our first considerations. We shall accept the responsibility that, as professionals, our competence rests on continuing the attainment of knowledge and skill in the arts and sciences of dentistry. We acknowledge our obligation to support and sustain the honor and integrity of the profession. And to conduct ourselves in all endeavors such that we shall merit the respect of our patients, colleagues, and our community. We further commit ourselves to the betterment of our community for the benefit of all society. We shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and code of professional conduct set forth by the profession. All this we pledge with pride in our commitment to the profession and the public it serves. Congratulations.
You may be seated now. Thank you. Congratulations to the graduates of 2026. Our graduates are now members of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan and the School of Dentistry. The school has more than 10,000 living alumni, and you are warmly welcomed into this large and distinguished group. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Dentistry, thank you, and we wish you much happiness and success in your personal and professional lives. In addition to the recognition bestowed upon the graduates, it's appropriate to recognize others who have reason to celebrate today. There are a number of University of Michigan alumni parents from various schools and colleges who have graduates today. Would they please rise and be recognized? So these are all the alumni parents, University of Michigan alumni parents. You can rise if you are able. And you can please remain standing. I also ask the mothers, the fathers, the guardians, the grandparents of our graduates, please rise and be recognized. Will the spouses, partners, significant others, children of the new graduates, please rise and be recognized. Thank you for all that you have done. Please be seated now. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the staff of Academic Affairs and Student Services for their work organizing this event. And a special recognition to Professor Nicole Keller, our organist. So now it's important. As our graduates and faculty exit during the recessional, we ask that the audience please remain in your seats. Then we invite you to join us for a reception on the second floor of the Michigan League. The School of Dentistry will also be open for our visitors. So thank you all for being here, for celebrating today's graduation with our graduates. And please remember, wherever you are, wherever you go, man, you go blue. Go blue. Thank you.